kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks will have some work to do after that short return. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Illinois lining up quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. To the air, it's Altmaier. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illini.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Caught in the backfield. It's James. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On second down, wants to throw it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Illinois right back to the line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. This time he's got it. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got...
Flying down the right side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but, man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Coming out, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got him there trying to pick up some yards. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Illinois lining up quickly. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And they'll knock him down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Dixon. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the right. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Finds the tight end. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Illinois right back to the line. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Now from inside the red zone. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Altmaier. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On third down, he drops to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the ground, it's McCray. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanders. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Trying to run, it's McCray. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gonna run it. It's James. Shakes off the tackler. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He makes the catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. Illinois lining up quickly. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The lone back's got it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Trying to pick up a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The back goes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it loose. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Spits it out to the back. Right on the money. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Illinois right back to the line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into.
The expressway is wide open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Grabs it in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tempo and overdrive.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Good enough for 1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking to throw it again. He's got it. Delivers the stiff arm. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
2nd down coming up.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. And this was just